This is Chris's 1988 Mustang GT, and in the last video we took it racing. Then on the way out we got stuck in some mud. So it's probably about time it got a much needed clean and some paint correction so it can look presentable again. I only had a very short amount of time to make this video happen, so I decided to focus solely on the exterior of the car, mainly because the inside is in reasonably good condition and it's quite clean other than the rubber floor mats, and the outside of the car looks, well, like this. So I hope you enjoy watching this take place. The back of the car is where the majority of the dirt was. In the end, we got pushed out by a quad bike with essentially a big dirty pillow on the front. It did get pretty scratched up during this, however the car realistically does need a repaint. It has a very thin rattle can paint job on it. So I thought it'd be interesting to ask you guys, what colour do you think this car was originally? Leave your guesses in the comments down below. After blasting everything I could off with the jet wash, I gave the car a layer of citrus pre-wash that will help to lift some of the stuck on dirt and allow it to be washed off after sitting for a while. The underneath of this car was completely coated in mud. So I used the undercarriage sprayer to remove as much of this as possible. It was all behind the bumpers, it was everywhere. With the wheels all clean now, it was time to foam the car down and then use a brush around any edges and emblems that a wash mitt won't fit into. The last few steps of the wash were decontamination. I sprayed iron fallout remover all over and washed this off before moving on to using a clay towel with some car wash soap as a lubricant to get rid of any embedded contaminants in the paint before it got polished. Before I brought the car inside, I took out the rubber floor mats and blasted them off, sprayed them with some degreaser, scrubbed them and then blasted them off again. It's very lucky that these were actually in the interior when we took the car, because if they weren't, that carpet would have been ruined and covered in mud. So with the polishing of this car, the paint was in really terrible condition. There's drips, runs all over, and it was also very thin. There's a few spots on the car where someone's rubbed through the paint by sanding, the wet sanding out runs of the paint. It was trying to find that balance between getting some depth back but not burning through. So I was careful in my polish and pad selection. did a few test spots, found some that worked. So it was able to give a decent shine back, but didn't remove any more paint than it needed to do. The bonnet of this car took a considerable amount of time to correct, and after that I moved on to the lower portions of the car, which might seem strange. However, there was the parts worst affected by the mud and it stained all the paintwork there, so it made sense to me to start with the worst bits. so it's pretty likely this car will eventually get repainted. So the polishing done in this video is mainly so it will look better for now, from around 10 foot away. So when you get closer to the paint, you're going to still see imperfections, but from a distance, I'm hoping that the depth brought back to the paint will make it look significantly better. I'm not sure how well this actually shows on camera, but the roof appeared to have some kind of metallic flake in it in some spots. None of the rest of the car did, so I'm not really sure as to why that is. All I can assume is that maybe they ran out of gloss black and started to use metallic on the roof. The final stage of the clean then was an inside and out clean of the glass. I then moved on to fitting a new wiper cowl, as there was a cover in the back of the car. Just thought I'd fit it and maybe it would improve the overall look. So after everything, it looks significantly better, and in the right lighting and from far enough away, it almost looks nice. But at least all the mud and staining is off of it now, and it's significantly cleaner. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.